What's going on, everyone? This is Robbie here on Gemmy the Master Animatronics, and what I have to share with all of you today is this Gemmy 2005 Halloween Airblown Inflatable Animated Ghosts in Pumpkin. Now, this item right here means a lot to me in the sense that this is, in fact, my first ever prototype that I ever received in my collection. So I got this all the way back in 2014 off of eBay. I believe this came from the Holiday Inflatable Store eBay page when they had one. It was in around 2013, I want to say, they started listing leftover stock, which was mostly samples and prototypes, or even demo units, which are essentially samples. I believe this one actually was listed as a demo unit. Theorize that this might be one of the earliest animated inflatables ever made, judging on the fact on how different this thing is from a production unit. So, first and foremost, the ghost faces are all hand painted here. See on this side here. And on this side, there is some Chinese writing on the eye, as well as the mouth. And this translates to big. I'm not sure what that is, but that translates to big. So I think they were making some comments about the faces, because the released unit of this item here is a lot larger. This one with the ghosts at full height, it's around 5.5 foot tall, and the released one is 6 feet tall. I'll give you a good look at the pumpkin itself here. This is one of the main giveaways that it is a sample, is that it doesn't have the cover going around the pumpkin yet. I think that was a later revision for more finalized samples. And this one does not have a mouth. So, it looks a little weird, I'm not gonna lie, but very interesting. So this is definitely one of the earliest samples of this item. And like I said, this might be one of the first animated inflatables ever made. Now, something that is cool is that this exact prototype was used in the Sunstar catalog for the 2006 Halloween season. And I'm not sure if all of you have seen that, but this here, I believe, is the exact one they used on the picture. So this might have been the one in the Gemmy showroom. I'm not entirely sure. I feel like it is highly likely that this one was. Like I said, it was definitely used on the Sunstar catalog photo. So it's very cool to own this item. So I'll talk about the condition of this. This is in incredibly good shape. Fabric is still crunchy. Everything works as it should. The only thing I had to do to this item, repair-wise, and this was a few years ago, the original fans completely stopped working. And I believe in here is actually a circuit board that is for the functions of the animation. And at this point, I probably could have fixed it by myself with the original parts, but at the time, obviously, I had no idea how to fix boards or anything like that. So what I ended up doing is, one of my old friends sold me his release model of this item, and that one was completely worn out. It was done. So he just sold me the fans and the box. And I believe I still have the box somewhere. This is the original animation fan setup that Gemmy did in 05. It is a triple fan setup. Honestly, looks really ridiculous. So you got 2 fans here. These are for the animation, of course, and this one is to inflate the pumpkin. And this one also has the lights that are in the pumpkin. And something that is unfortunate is that the ghosts don't light up. Like, there's no tube for the lights to go through, and there's no sort of string holders for the ghosts at all. So they don't light up, unlike the release model that does light up. Disclaimer, this is not the original box it came in. This is a box I created myself. You can see here, a few years ago, I was able to obtain the original schematics for this exact item. So you can see all the crazy sort of numbering here for the animation. Here's the other ghost. You kind of tell on the bottom that is the fan setup here. I just realized this is actually the '07 model. I believe, I mean, I guess they were making schematics as they were scrapping the whole triple fan idea. I bet you it was very expensive, and they resorted to that. I didn't even know that. That's pretty cool. I also created a label here with a Lee Dan signature. But yeah, pretty cool. Description: AB Animated Ghost Duo and Pumpkin LG. The date is the 15th of August, 05, Factory, Texas. Number 72221. I believe came from my 16-foot Reaper that I had at one point. And from what I remember, the original shipping box this item came in was a plain cardboard box, so nothing special. Usually with samples like this, they come in like a sample Dallas Gemmy box or just a white box with a prototype label on it, but this came in a plain cardboard box, so nothing special. When I created this box, this item didn't even have a box, so I just needed a box to store it in, so I just decided to make that little box there with the schematics and the label. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to inflate this item, and I will get back to you guys in a second. Alright, so here it is, fully inflated. This item is really awesome, and I know this ghost is popping up really slow, but that's actually from the fan placement. I'm not sure what they did, but it's very kind of faulty on the bottom. But this ghost pops out really fast. Show you here. Here goes this ghost. You can see the hand painted details a lot better in the light. And again, here's the Chinese writing on the face. Here's a full view of the item. And here's what I was talking about with the pumpkin face. This does not have a mouth painted on, and there is not a cover surrounding the mouth yet. And the pumpkin itself on the release model is a lot skinnier and taller, and this one is a lot shorter and wider. And here it is in the dark. And I gotta say, even though the ghosts don't light up at all, I feel like the pumpkin does a good job to kind of illuminate the ghosts in the dark. Watch this one pop up. Like I said, this is such a cool item to have, and I'm glad I've held on to it, because there were several instances where I was like, you know what, maybe I should sell it, but I never did. And honestly, this is an item that I'm gonna be keeping forever. This will never be for sale. It's just kind of cool to go back in time and see where it all began with these items, especially the prototypes, as in more recent years I have gravitated towards the animatronics, but I've always had a fixation on the prototypes. So it's really cool to see where it all began. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this video. I hope that you all enjoyed, and I will see you next time.